Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture installment 102. Nonetheless, we're listening to the Soviet March by Shane Ivers at silvermansound.com, and thank him so very much for providing this under a permissible license so that we can enjoy it here. How many workers have we gotten into the rehabilitation mine? Prisoners. We have 72, 70, thereabouts, 64, 80. Okay, it's a bit. It's not an enormous amount, but it's something. How many buses do you have now on this line? Here. 30. 30. Okay. Yeah, that's probably enough. Okay, my thought here now was to go and have a look at how how this has affected iron production in town. I have a hunch that the university might be finished and have sucked up all the available workforce who were previously occupied in the mine here. Yes. So it is. Some prisoners are still making it here too, apparently. Okay. 24 workers. How many workers do you have in here? 200 staff and 200 professors. And you can then take 600 students. That's a bit more than we need, you know. We can turn it down a bit. Like quite a bit. Something like that maybe. Because now we're still not in overflowing in iron. But if we let a day pass here with lower staffing in this sort of so-called university, whatever it's supposed to be, works as a higher form of education. 160 students out of 200 and a much more reasonable staffing situation. Yeah, sounds good to me. We could maybe loyalty, if we turn this up like crazy here. Do we have that loyal people here in town? Maybe not. That will have a very positive effect on the students. They will get instilled with the correct values. However, if we can't get enough workers in due to this requirement, then it's no good. Right. But I'm thinking the less loyal people can maybe work in the mine. 3 workers in the mine. This seems to be working out great, you know. Or maybe not. We need to let some time pass too. Still 3 workers in the mine. See what happens if we do this, and maybe we could also get a little bit of a shortcut. Well, a way for come on. What I'm getting to is the people living here. Maybe they could get foot access directly to the mine. There we go, 125 workers in mine. Very good. Would you yeah. It's not going to be completely straightforward to get this in, but there we have something. Now I have 200 workers in here. That's plenty. Has to be. Get building on those. Now, are we building? We're still not building up. We're slightly building up iron ore on the pile, which should allow these. Or sometimes we're slightly building up iron on the pile. Okay. What we're going for, aiming for, is of course 100% productivity in the iron ore processors. No, that used to be here. City planning overlays. What the hell is this? Food. Whatever. I want the productivity number for the factory, please. Shown. Construction. 3 flats. Heat, water, interior. Ah, they have removed it. It was here. Productivity. Click. Or I can't find it or something. Never mind. Never mind. I have to do it the old-fashioned way, by opening all of them. This is looking pretty good. Seems to me that all of them are actually running at 100% productivity, which is fantastic. Lovely, even. Airship is even leaving port with 23,308 tons of iron, heading for the steel mill. Very good, very good, very good. And then they do a little dance here, try and figure themselves out how they're going to figure this out, so that the next ship in line can get into the harbor whilst the other ones are doing their thing and all of that business. I mean, they'll figure it out eventually. It's like watching paint dry. Trying to watch ships to go about their business. Now it all stopped. Did I hit pause? No, I did not hit pause. They just need some time to think about it, maybe. Now we go again. We reverse a bit. See if that helps. Sure, why not? Yeah, we still need the main theme, right, from the Workers and Resources soundtrack. Okay. It wouldn't be right without it. Okay. Well, this is all well and good if the boats could figure themselves out. Only 4 workers in here at the time for the time being. Yeah. Okay. Do we have an iron pile? We have just a little bit of buffer. Very good. Very good, in fact. This iron mine spits out 500 tons per workday. The rehabilitation mine spits out 300 tons, 280. 90 workers. Okay, that's good. It's all good. Can we do an overlay with prisoners? They don't have, but they show up like so. Okay. That's how we do it here in the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture. Boom. That's quite a view. Quite a nice thing. Nice. It's a bit silly. Maybe. That is what we got. And it's working. Which is the most important bit. Form over function. No, the other way around. Function over form is how we do it in the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture. Of course. And autosave maybe is how we do it too, yeah. That's a nice little final touch. The final touch was supposed to be the other bridge on the other side. Yeah, but we have it never ends, you know. Never ends. It can go on forever and ever. We could try and retrofit the water and sewage onto this. It won't work. Everyone will die of thirst before we have time to, because there's many things here. Pipes. Nah, I'll hold off on that for a bit, for the time being. For now, we have a multitude of prison buses going up and down here, which I'm happy with. Do you use like 1 tank of fuel per run? Maybe. With the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture, we don't care. It's we have fuel in such supply that you would not believe. Speaking of last year, say, we sold 44,133 tons of fuel to the West. $57 million, $52 million worth of bitumen, and also raw petroleum. 23,000 tons. Not bad. Iron, 102,000 tons. That gave us 6.4 million. Yeah, great. Steel, 8.1 million. Why even bother when you have the fuel and oil industry incomes? That is a valid question. Now you're doing line spacing here because you're only going 30 kilometers per hour. So you're trying to space yourself out, and that might mean that we have a bit too many vehicle on this here system. Thing is also with the prisoners, I think we can check, but I have had the notion that their work time is counting when they're transported as well. They're traveling in vehicle. Total time traveling. No, the working shift is not counted whilst they're traveling. But the working shift does not start when they arrive at the work site. It starts at sometime. What is the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for the word godtycklig, arbitrary time at the prison for each and every prisoner. That clock starts counting. And then we have some time to pick them up, so you will only work like 3 and a bit hours when you will get there. And the productivity is capped to 96% or something thereabouts when they're prisoners. That's fine. You have a university degree, you're 91% happy, you're 100% fed, your health isn't that great. You're very loyal to the government. You're serving 14 years, Jaromir. What the hell did you do? Something terrible, something awful. But you're on your way to rehabilitation, obviously, because you're happy and you get to dig for iron. What could be better? What more could you want? A quicker bus, maybe, to the mine? We could try to make an experiment. Turn the line spacing off. See if that makes any difference. What I'm a bit worried about is that there won't be enough workers available at the prison when the buses arrive if we turn that off. And my hypothesis then is that we get a bit better utilization and a bit better filled prison buses using the line spacing. I might be talking rubbish. It's quite likely. It happens quite often. How many times do you think that it's interesting to watch this creation? It's enough, I think. Yes, I'm pretty happy with too the conveyors here. It goes zigzags all over the place. Yes. I managed to thread it through the cableway. You don't catch on that, it's very close. You just clear it. Say. There, and also we have this, all of that stuff, the mine and the conveyor engines and so on, it runs off this circuit. So we can actually see how much power it uses. It uses 0.8 megawatts. This mine with 104 workers in it, and the mine itself uses 90 kilowatts, but all the conveyors combined take it up to 840 kilowatts. Oh, this is good. 100 workers in the mine. 110. And the prisoners get something to do and we get something out of them. Very good. The prisons, what should we call it? We have plenty of space in the prison. They're about half full. That's all good. You could even get more criminal here in the land if you wanted to. We have plenty of space. A medium crime is being investigated. Jaromir, another Jaromir, no, that's your child. Orina. Maybe committed a crime. Well, you're traveling, you're on a train whilst you're whilst your trial is running. Yeah, sure, right, great. 1% criminality, and you got 4.6 years in prison. That's how it goes. You might even get to go to an iron mine with a pickaxe or something. $140 works in there. Still no buffer. I want a bit of buffer here. We don't have any workers on these coming down now, do we? No, we have only students, orphans. On this one we actually have. What I'm thinking there is maybe we don't need quite these many cable cars. We could possibly stand to lose just a few. But there are very few coming down the mountain that actually have workers on board. This one. Yeah, but you see this is not correct. It says 4, but there is actually only one who is a productive age worker. The other ones are students. Children and students. That can't be trusted. And where did they put the I like that productivity meter. Where have they put that? Why get rid of it? This, I suppose, is handy for something. Check out how... whatever. Now we have all of this stuff. Now we can put up minimum speed limit. E and Q to check. ET. I would like to set a bit more. End of restrictions. No agricultural vehicles. No personal cars. No pedestrians. Entrance to city. You need to select traffic simulation complex. I'm not going to for the moment. No overtaking by heavy goods vehicles. Speed limit. Yes, but I would like to set a higher speed, maybe, if anything. I can't. That's good. That's not good. I mean, a few more workers in here wouldn't hurt really. Nah, no, it wouldn't. Let's see if we can amend this bit by getting a footpath or two in on back here. And now I have 150, that ought to be enough with the prison mine too, but it isn't. I mean, over time this would preferably fill up, not too much, but a little bit. See if that does something, and if we could get too steep, yeah, sure it is. This is quite steep. When you try and carve out little shelves in the mountain to build your city on, that's how it goes. Regrettably. And that's what we had to deal with, so that's what we dealt with. You have to play the cards you're given. Just... that's how it is, after all. Coming up on 23 minutes 30 seconds here now, so it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye, goddammit. Yeah, shall we do a 103 then? I don't know what to do in 103 because this is now done. Try and tweak the prison buses maybe, see if we can get more out of them. Or what we can do is throw even more buses on the line. They're going here in like back and forth all the time. We have 30 vehicles on the line for the time being. We throw a bit more of them on it. What the hell? What couldn't hurt? It can hurt that they all end up in going 30 kilometers per hour. Yes, but whatever. We buy a few more. If it doesn't work, we'll throw them out. Okay? Total capacity. I'll help the spacing algorithm a bit, as usual. By doing something like this. You can go there. That's good. Okay. That's it. 102. 103 coming up tomorrow. Thank you so very much for watching. This is the same spot that we ended in last time. Is there anything else of interest? No, it's all the same, really. It's September, so it's harvesting time over at the fields. We can end by looking at the fields instead. See if we do this overlay with the resources, overlay and the crops. See how they're doing. If they're being transported into harbor, to harbor, onto ship. Where is the harbor? It's here. Yes, they are. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching the People's Proletarian Petroleum Prefecture number 102. We'll see you in 103. Good night.